Hey, good evening, y'all. This is Dan from Deep South Texas, coming at you from the back porch, enjoying a little fire outside, drinking some coffee out of a coffee cup. Tonight I'll be smoking Little McBaron's HH Pure Virginia Flake. This one right here is I think it's about 2 years old. I just love this blend right here. It's just, man, you have that sweetness off of it. It almost, I don't know if you guys know this one or not, but it almost reminds me of, have you ever smelt chamoy? It's a candy. It's kind of a more Hispanic kind of candy, but it's just sweet and kind of tangy, and it smells really good, really good. I generally just rub these out. That's how I prepare it. So today, or tonight, I'll be sharing a pipe with y'all. Another antique find that I bought. I told you in a couple past videos that I was going to be showing this pipe to y'all. I just never got around to it. And I haven't done a whole lot of research on this pipe, to be quite honest with you, so I don't really know how old it is or anything like that. This is how I keep mine. I normally take off the top label and just put it on here. Better presentation that way, I think. So I'll be smoking my Martinsky here. This is a Christmas edition. It's a black and tan, and it's from 2000, I believe. It'll work. Back when I first started off, I didn't have a budget for any of this, and I really didn't know what I needed when I first started either. But so you know, I bought myself a corn cob and ordered the basic tobaccos. But I didn't get myself a tamper. So what I was using to tamp was my finger. So I did the next best thing. I made one. Now, I just used the materials I had at hand, but I had a piece of copper wire. I just flattened the end of it, bent it over, swirled it around a stick, flattened the other end of it so I could have a little scraper, and that was my tamper. And it served me well for a little while. And then I got this. I also have a check tool now. But yeah, that's the way I started. Also, kind of a sad day for me. Right there. Possibly enough for another bowl. The last bit of what I had of Dunhill early morning mixture, morning pipe. Now, a buddy of mine, when I first started off, I had about, I think 4 or 5 of those tins. And I had given one away to a buddy of mine who was starting off too. And I remember when I gave it to him, I asked him about a week or 2 later how he enjoyed it, how he liked it. And he told me he didn't really like it too much. He wasn't into it. He liked more the aromatics. So, okay, well, I thought, well, maybe it'll grow on him. Never grew on him. So I talked to him the other day, and I said, hey, do you still have that tin of Dunhill? And he did. I said, well, do you want to do a trade? If you're not going to smoke it, you don't like it. And he said, yeah, I can do a trade. So he picked out a tobacco he liked from my cellar, and he gave me that tin. Well, he doesn't keep tobacco very well. So when I got the tin and I opened it, it was really dry. Dry to the point that you touch it, it's real crispy, and it just starts to break apart. It's not springing back or anything. I really didn't know if I could even bring it back, and I'm still in the process of trying to bring it back. I'll show it to you right here. So I jarred it up. I'm not going to open it because I have a sponge in there, a cut piece of sponge, and I dipped it in some distilled water. I put it on a piece of foil so it doesn't touch the tobacco itself. But then I kind of squeezed out a good part of the water and set it in there. I've been doing that for a couple of days now. So I think that's the 3rd time I've done that. After the 2nd time I did that, I let it sit in there for a day or 2, and I checked the tobacco, and it's still kind of crispy. Checked it again the next time. It softened up some. There's a little bit more play to it. Still kind of dry. So I did it again. This is the 2nd day it's been in there. I'm going to check it after that. I'm probably going to, later on tonight, when I go back inside, I'll pop it open and see how it is. Hopefully it's getting there. Now, it's a temporary fix. It's going to be all I have, so I'm going to have to find a replacement. So if you guys know of a good replacement for that one, let me know. I'll try it out. But let me get to that pipe. So this is a pipe. Put that down for a minute. This is a pipe that I found at the antique shop. It's a BBK Swiss made. It actually does have, this one comes with a little chain that goes to it. It wraps around and connects to the stem, and it was complete. It's actually really clean. I don't know if you're not gonna be able to see it because the lighting is pretty bad, but it's actually not in bad shape on the inside. And the stem is not too bad either. It does need to be cleaned up a little bit. But I'm looking at a good way to clean this up and make it shiny. I don't know if there's a way to really do that too well, because it looks like the finish is worn away on it. We'll see. But I'm gonna try to spruce this up a bit and get it back into working order, or at least to look presentable on the outside. But man, isn't that a cool little pipe? And I really picked it up for next to nothing, to be honest with you. Cool little find there. I did a little research into him. I know that he started in I think the company started Brew, something like that. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that. Back in 1893, I believe. I think that they went through 1960s to 70s before they were no more. But I'm not exactly sure when that one falls into play there. I'm going to have to do a little bit more research on that to figure that out. The lighter's going out. I have another one sitting on the shelf waiting, but until it doesn't light up, I'm not going to replace it. I'll probably be somewhere where I need it and it'll go out. It's normally what happens. Well, I think I'm just going to sit back tonight and enjoy this fire a little bit. Drink on my coffee. Check that tobacco later on, make sure that it's going along. Hopefully I can salvage it. I think it wasn't too far gone, but we'll see. I do like my tobacco's a little drier. Like that Pure Virginia. I took it out and I let it sit for about 2 hours outside, well, inside. But I knew I'd be coming outside, and there's a lot of humidity right now. There's a kind of a little heavy dew right now going on, so I knew I needed to dry it up a little bit. And I think, in my opinion, as long as you don't get too dry, the drier the tobacco, the better the smoke, and it seems like the flavors in it pop a little better. Oh man, hopefully you guys have a good holiday season, good Christmas, and New Year's. We're not planning to go anywhere this year. Normally we travel somewhere. We're gonna stick around, spend it with the family locally. I have family all over. I have some in Houston area. I'm, like I said, deep South Texas. I'm right here on the border of Mexico. But we have family in Baytown and Houston area, and then my older brother, he's in Georgia, and I got a younger brother in Detroit, sister in Las Vegas, so kind of spread out. We got to meet up for Thanksgiving, spend some time together, so that was good. But for Christmas, everybody's going to kind of hunker down at their own homes. But yeah, so you guys have a good one. I'm not going to ramble on any longer. God bless. And we'll be catching y'all later. Dan, Deep South Texas.